You love gambling.
I do.
What's the biggest win of your gambling career? Maybe psychologically, if not financially.
Well, two things. I won $1 million hand one night. It's happened one time. $1 million hand one night at Mandalay Bay. And then one summer I beat Caesars for 12 million throughout the summer.
Throughout the summer.
Yeah. And then I'm on a pretty good run right now too.
This is blackjack.
Yeah.
What's the biggest loss?
Biggest loss was I would call this the biggest loss for many different reasons. This is what, you live and you learn in life, and you figure things out as you go along. So one night I'm over at the Rio, right? And they got big suites over there. So I go over there with some buddies, and we got one of the suites, and we have some dinner, and we start drinking, right? So we're having some drinks at dinner and blah, blah, blah. Starts to ramp up. I'm having a good time. And I make my way down to the high limit room. We start gambling, and I continue to drink, having a blast. I end up leaving and going home that night, and I lost like 80 grand, right? So I wake up the next morning, I'm like, fuck, those motherfuckers got me for 80,000 last night, and da 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 da. So I'm at work the next day, and the host over there calls me, and he says, "Hey, Dana, are you coming back? Do you still need the room that you guys had where you ate and all the shit you used to?" And I said, "No, I don't need the room, but don't get too comfortable with my fucking 80 grand. I'm coming back for it."
Yeah.
Dead fucking silence on the other end of the phone. And he's like, "Dana, you lost $3 million last night." What the fuck are you talking about? I only have a $1.5 million credit line. He goes, "Yeah, you made us call the GM of the hotel, and you started calling him a fucking pussy and da 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 da." And I went, "Yeah, no, that sounds like something I would do." Yeah.
So that's the real number.
That was the real number. And then, there's been a lot of cases where people are in Vegas and they're like, "Oh, I lost all this money, and they were giving me free drinks, and I drank too much, and I was taken advantage of." Yeah. No, you stupid motherfucker. Man up. You got fucking drunk, right? They didn't. Alcohol is free.
Yeah.
But you don't have to fucking drink it. You know what I mean? And this was a huge learning lesson for me. So I never drank again when I was playing cards after that night.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, I mean, when you ask me, that's the one that stands out in my head the most as far as having a bad loss. And then, of course, I said call the GM, and I started calling him a pussy at 3:00 in the morning. So
of course you did.
That is something I would absolutely do.
How do you deal with those psychologically? Do you, when you gamble, maybe this applies to fighting too, do you love winning or hate losing more?
They go hand in hand. So the way that I play is, I live in Vegas. So 2024 is a war for me. I go to war in 24. Okay. All these nights that I play are little battles inside the war that I will fight in 24. Now, at the end of the year, we will tally up all these little battles and see where I stand on wins and losses. And there's lots of talk out there about my gambling, places that I've been kicked out of and things like that. And I do pretty well. I do pretty well, but it's what I like to do. I don't gamble in a way that I would ever hurt myself or hurt my family or, I'm sure you've heard the Norm Macdonald stories. Norm Macdonald lost like his entire personal wealth 4 times or something like that. Yeah, that's not going to happen to me.